Hey YouTube viewers, how's it going? Um, I'm figured I'd put this video on and share some of my thoughts. Um, it's a couple of days after the election, and we're in post-election season right now. Um, Congratulations to President-elect Barack Obama. Good job. You ran a nice campaign, and I hope and pray things continue to go well for you. But just during during this whole election, I just kind of felt that there were some people that I know that had their motives in the wrong place. I don't know if this affected their vote or not, but just during this season, I kind of felt like everybody's kind of caught this new disease, the Barack Obama-itis, or the Obama bug, basically. And one of the side effects is something that I'm kind of calling it the token black person side effect. It's basically where everybody who isn't black, and I mean who isn't black, they either want to be black, or they acknowledge that they know somebody who's black, or they just want to say that they're part black or something. I don't know. I went to work today and it was crazy. It really was. I just felt weirded out, just like I really didn't want to be there. Well, nobody really wants to be at work. Come on now. But anyways, you got to make that paper. You got to make that cheese. You got to make that cheddar. So, and then one guy, actually congratulated me on Barack Obama, on his presidency and him winning. I'm like, what's up with that? Why would you congratulate me on somebody else winning a presidency, somebody else winning an office? I can guarantee, that no brownie points or cool points will be given, to me or anybody else just because I'm black. Honestly. Seriously. And another thing, and I thought to myself on this for a little bit, just because I'm black doesn't mean I voted for Barack. It's a lot of folks that's not a real popular belief right now. Everybody's kind of down for first black president, first, it's good for somebody to, to be in office, to pave the way. And, don't get me wrong, it's an awesome honor, and a privilege for him to be in this office in this day and age. And I truly do count it a privilege, to be in this day and time, seeing, and witnessing something as great and awesome as this is. But another thing, last time I checked, I voted based on my beliefs. I voted based on, the issues that I think are important, not the color of somebody's skin. Honestly, that was just crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. But basically, hey, black is back, and hey, when it used to be whack, and it's interesting. But I even heard a comedian say that, that sadly enough there won't be any more jokes about, what if a black guy became president. That's just, we won't be able to laugh at it, hey. We won't be able to laugh at it anymore. Because, hey, we got a black guy in the office now. But I still kind of feel, a great deal of my black brothers and sisters are hooping and hollering, over this election. And it's wow, it's almost hysterical. I got a text message that read this. It read, they didn't want to give us 40 acres and a mule, so we'll take 50 states and a White House. I had to laugh at the moment because it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny. But once again, it's the thoughts and things like this that I'm getting they lead me to believe that a lot of us, black folk, African Americans, whatever, that we're voting based on this massive racial allegiance, and not based on what we believe in, not based on putting somebody in office, based on their beliefs, based on the issues, based on if their stance on the issues is similar to our stance on the issues. We're just putting them in office based on the color of the skin, basically, and that's really not the safest way to go. I did a little research and went back to Martin Luther King's speech, his "I Have a Dream" speech, and there was a line where he put down in there. He says, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day be able to live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." And thinking about the statement in reference to living in this day and time, have we indeed, put the right person in office for the right reason? Did you vote really in essence? Did you vote for yourself when you voted this past election? Or did you just vote based on the color of your skin? Did you judge someone based on the color of their skin and not the content of the character, as Martin Luther King here states in his speech? Hopefully it'll cause you to think about something, something that's really important, something that we shouldn't just let slip by. I'm not saying that, oh well, Obama shouldn't have been in office. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that McCain should have been in office. I'm not saying that at all. But those two weren't the only two running in this year's presidential election. Yes, one had the Democratic nomination and one had the Republican nomination. But you still had the congressional, you still had the different other, you still had the other presidential candidates to offer. You can look them up on YouTube, look them up on the internet here. But I'm not gonna give you my vote. That'd just be wrong. But I'm gonna just tell you this, just as another African American, as another black man in American society. I really and truly hope that we put someone in office based on the content of their character, based on their, them doing the job. They're qualified. Not taking away from anything from President-elect Obama, but more so putting a charge out to my fellow Americans, my fellow African Americans and fellow black folk, who sometimes we just like to rally together simply because we're black and because we've gone through a lot, as a culture, for quite some time now. Once again, I can't reiterate it enough. I really do hope, that we have voted and that we continue to vote to put people in office, based on the content of their character, based on them as an individual and not the color of their skin. Just something to think about. If I were to speak to President-elect Obama today, I'd let him know, hey, as a citizen of the United States of America, shoot, you got my support, you got my vote, you got my prayers, because a great weight is now on your shoulders. I will continue to pray for you and the best for your family. Because this United States of America is, we're still one of the major superpowers. So to Barack Obama, to his family, to each and every one in office currently, and who will ascend into their offices here in the new coming year, Godspeed and God bless America. Truly, continue to once again, Americans, think about who we put into office and know why you're voting for the person that you're voting for, not just because of a skin color or not just because of we're all rallying together in one racial massive allegiance. So just to give you something to think about. All right, hope you have a nice day, and YouTube listeners, have a good one.